Hey, comic book fans, my nerdy friends, and my geeky compadres, what's going on? We're going to jump into the lightning round reviews today. I just got home from work. It took me an hour to get home. Usually takes me like less than half an hour, but it's snowing like friggin' crazy, and nobody knows how to drive in snow apparently. But we're going to get to it in a nice, cozy, warm house with a nice big stack of books. How's that sound, huh? Alright, so first issue, I read, actually let's start this off real quick. I only got one Marvel book, one DC book, and 7 indie books. Yeah! Gotta love those indie weeks. So first we're going to start off with the Marvel book. Really stoked about this book. This book is awesome. Superior Foes of Spider-Man, issue number 6. This is just a fun read. Like, this story is just fantastic with the 5 members of the Sinister Six and their interactions with each other and being kind of down and out villains with Boomerang as their leader, who just kind of does what he wants to do and doesn't care about the rest of the team, really. In here, there's a part where Boomerang was on a date with a bartender that he met in the previous issue, and that whole situation was just hilarious. I was cracking up. But the end of this, the last part of this issue, was crazy. You kind of find out a little bit about Beetle here, and yeah, it's pretty nuts, but this book is just fantastic. It's kind of like the funny part of Amazing Spider-Man without Spider-Man. You know, it's Peter Parker's sense of humor kind of with all these other villain characters, and it's just so fun. It's been great since issue 1. So if you haven't been picking this up, you really should consider it. Next, we have issue 9 of Constantine. I'm gonna say this first and foremost: the art in this book fucking sucked. I was so pissed off when I opened it up and saw the kind of drawings that were going on in here. There are 2 pages, though, of really good art, but the rest of it was just terrible. I don't know what they did. It was just bad. I didn't like it at all. The story, however, I've been enjoying. I think this Blight event is really good. I love the team that John Constantine has put together. Phantom Stranger, Pandora, Nightmare Nurse, himself, and Swamp Thing all together in this Blight event, which consists of Constantine, Phantom Stranger, Pandora, and Justice League Dark. Those titles. It's pretty much Constantine and the team fighting the unconscious evil of the world, pretty much, which has now taken physical form. That happened in the last issue of Phantom Stranger, and trying to find the rest of the Justice Leagues that have kind of gone missing since the Crime Syndicate have come over. Really, his main focus, though, is finding Zatanna. Like I said, the story overall has been great. but the art in this one issue, just like, I got so pissed off. I actually tweeted in the middle of reading it. But overall, I mean, the story was good enough. And I pick up that book, and I'm picking up the Blight event anyway, so it was okay. Next, we have Harbinger issue 19. I've gone on record multiple times saying that it's really difficult to describe this book, which it continues to be. If you haven't read the beginning of Harbinger, you kind of would be lost, I think, if you just started picking it up. Harbinger is about this guy named Peter who has psionic powers. He can move things with his brain, control people's thoughts, just do tons and tons of stuff. And in this, he's trying to do, a company is trying to subdue him into just not fighting back. I can't really tell you much about it without going too far into it, but this, I know when Harbinger Wars was happening, I was not loving this title at all, but this has gotten back to exactly how I like it. And these last few issues, probably, I think it's like 12 through 19? Probably not that long. Maybe like 15 through 19 have been really, really good. Loved this issue. It was really fantastic. Next, we have The Walking Dead 118, All Out War. In here, I'm trying to remember what happened. I don't remember all that well. Well, it was All Out War. No, oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, so Rick has sent the team to the outpost to take over Negan's spots outside his city, and a lot of shit goes down. I remember now, and the end made me really, really sad. That's all I'm gonna say, because you need to be reading this book. I know it doesn't seem like it because I couldn't remember what happened first, but it was really good, really good. Then we have Lazarus, issue number 5. Oh my god, the worst cover ever. This was just terrible. I get what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be Forever as a little girl. Her father and her have a little exchange in here, in this issue, and they're taking this cover from that part of the book. And I get it, but God, it's just terrible. So terrible. Worst cover I think I've seen in a very, very long time. But inside was fantastic. The story continues to be just awesome, and Forever is just an amazing character. You see a little bit, like I said, of her as a child in here, and you're just kind of you feel kind of sorry for her. Her interaction with her dad, he's just kind of a dick. But it goes on from there, and this exchange she has at the border of her land and another family's land is really amazing. You need to be reading this book. It's really fantastic. It really is. Next, holy crap, I love this book, and it seems that most people who have picked this up feel the same way. This is Manifest Destiny issue 2. First off, we go from the worst cover ever to one of the best. I mean, look at that. I love that cover. It just looks amazing. This story is about Lewis and Clark venturing further into the North America, and coming upon whatever's out there. In this, there's this really funny part where they're trying to catalog a species, but they don't know what to call it, and they keep going back and forth over a couple things, and it was really funny, and it seems that they're in for something amazing as they've come across an abandoned like village, kind of an abandoned town that they knew of, and like I just have no idea where this is going, but I'm so on the ride. I'm totally on. I'm hooked. This book is awesome. The art inside is amazing. The writing is fantastic. The character development is actually coming along really, really well. And it's this alt history type book that I really enjoy. So pick this up. It's only on issue 2. Go back, pick up 1 and 2. You'll enjoy it. I promise. It's really good. Next, we have Dead Body Road, issue 1. I wasn't as big a fan of this one. It feels like a story I've seen, read, heard before. I don't know. This guy's wife got killed, and he just wants revenge. And I don't know. It's a 6-part miniseries. I'll give the next issue a shot, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I'll stay on for the whole thing. I've become more comfortable with dropping titles, even if they are miniseries. But this one, this issue didn't really get me hooked. Maybe the next one will. I don't know. Next, number 1 that did get me hooked was this Dynamite Sherlock Holmes Moriarty Lives. Dynamite put this out, and this Francavilla cover is just phenomenal. I picked it up because I've always had this fascination with Sherlock Holmes, but this book is all about Moriarty. It seems that Moriarty and Sherlock, I believe, had a fight or something, and they both have died. And Moriarty, like he lives, obviously, and goes to Germany to run away. And as far as Sherlock Holmes goes, Moriarty was always the bad guy. But they seem to be writing him in a different light here, playing more of a kind of a good guy. He comes to the aid of a female after stealing a guy's clothes. So I mean, he's not completely good. He's still a bad guy, but he comes to the aid of this female who was about to get pretty much beaten by another guy. And I don't know, it's really good. I'm going to continue to pick this up. I don't know if it's a miniseries or an ongoing or anything like that, but I enjoyed the hell out of it. I thought it was great. And last but certainly not least, we have the long-awaited, much-anticipated Damon issue 2. It's funny because this hasn't come, like, the first issue, this is only issue 2, and the first issue came out in, like, July, so we've waited 5 months for this to come out, and it was great. It's about this guy here who is pretty much an enforcer for a family of vampires, and the vampire families are pretty much like gangs, really. And he watches over the vampire family members throughout the day while they sleep. It's great. I love this side of the vampire story. Just this idea. I did. Well, I put up my tweet of my review of this, like, quick, and Matt Gagnon, the writer of the book, tweeted back, saying thanks for waiting so long and enjoying the title. And I tweeted back to him. I was like, is there any way that this book is going to come out any more frequent than every 5 months? And he said, oh, definitely. The plan is to have it out more frequently. So hopefully we'll be getting more Damon quicker. So another book, if you haven't picked this up, go pick 1 and 2 up, and you'll enjoy it. It's really good. So that's my lightning round reviews for this week. I'm probably going to come back and do a trade review of the first volume of Preacher, Gone to Texas. I'm just going to say this. I read it all in one sitting, the entire trade, and it was amazing. So I'll either try to do that video right after this one, or I'll do it tomorrow. But yeah, look forward to that. And yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed your books. That's it, I guess. I think the video's gone long enough, like 16 minutes now. So sorry about that. Just had a lot of books and a lot to say about them. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.